Welcome to Club Essie and Beyond, the podcast that allows you to explore the most fascinating travel destinations before you even set off. Through this immersive audio journey, you'll uncover hidden gems and unique curiosities that make our vacation spots truly special. At the helm is Federico, our mystery guest, who has been traveling far and wide since 2014, visiting the most beautiful destinations and ready to share anecdotes and valuable tips to make your vacations truly unforgettable. Get comfortable, get ready to dream. The journey is about to begin.
Calabria. Traditions and adventures to experience in a day. We're at Club Essie Sun Beach, located in one of the most fascinating areas of Calabria, specifically in the Gulf of Squillace along the Ionian coast. This stretch of Calabrian shoreline is renowned for its crystal clear waters, fine sandy beaches, and mild climate, making it the perfect destination for anyone seeking a holiday of relaxation and discovery. Our starting point enjoys a strategic position, just steps from the sea and surrounded by breathtaking natural beauty. Located near the town of Squillace, famous for its Norman Castle and the ruins of the ancient Greek city, the resort is ideal for exploring the wonders of Calabria. Its proximity to key tourist spots, such as Soverato and La Castella, makes it easy to plan both land and sea excursions, discovering pristine beaches, nature reserves, and medieval villages that tell the age-old story of this land. The Gulf of Squillace, a natural inlet between Capo Rizzuto and Capo Colonna, has been celebrated since ancient times for its beauty and for serving as a vital crossroads of Mediterranean trade routes. Today, the area is appreciated for its tranquility, its crystal clear waters, and the abundance of cultural and natural attractions. Between mountains and sea, Calabria is a region full of contrast between mountains and sea, between history and modernity, between spirituality and everyday life. Located in the far south of Italy, it is bordered by the Tyrrhenian Sea to the west and the Ionian Sea to the east, creating a unique environment where the Mediterranean meets dramatic mountain peaks. The Aspromonte Massif, rising in the heart of the region, symbolizes a wild and untamed Calabria, a land that has managed to preserve its traditions and authenticity. It's a region with ancient roots dating back to the days of Magna Graecia, and still today, walking through the streets of Locri or Crotone, you can admire remnants of the Greek civilization that once colonized these lands. But what truly sets Calabria apart is its deeply rooted cultural identity. Here, traditions are passed down from generation to generation, and every village, no matter how small, devotedly celebrates its patron saints and local festivals, keeping a strong connection to the past. One of the most distinctive features of Calabria is its wealth of folk traditions, reflected in religious celebrations, pagan rites, and seasonal festivals. Every village has its own sagra or feast, and entire communities come together to celebrate saints or honor the end of the harvest. These events are not just entertainment, they are the beating heart of Calabrian social life and reinforce the sense of belonging and identity. One of Calabria's most important religious festivals is undoubtedly the Feria de Palmi, recognized by UNESCO as intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Held every August in the city of Palmi Reggio Calabria, it's a deeply spiritual and communal event. The Feria is a towering processional structure, over 16 meters tall and weighing more than 2 tons, symbolizing the Assumption of the Virgin Mary. It is carried on the shoulders of dozens of men called Mumaturi in a powerful display of faith and physical strength. Its origins lie in ancient fertility and renewal rituals, later Christianized with the Marian tradition. At the center of the Feria sits a young local girl, the Annamella, who portrays the Virgin Mary at the top of the structure. During the procession, Palmi comes alive, streets filled with music, prayers, and a wave of emotion that captivates even those who don't share the same spiritual beliefs. The Feria is more than a religious celebration. It's a moment when the community reunites and reaffirms Calabrian identity through symbolism and rituals that have stood the test of time. Every Calabrian, even those who live elsewhere, feels the urge to return for the Feria because it represents continuity between past and present, between sacred and secular, telling the story of a resilient land. Calabria's villages and mountains. At the core of these age-old traditions are the medieval villages, each with its own unique story. I've had the chance to visit many of them over the years. One of the most captivating is Horace, Perched on a hill above the Gioia Tauro Plain, Gerace feels frozen in time. Its cobbled streets, ancient churches, and historic buildings reflect its former glory as a key city in the Kingdom of Naples. The Norman Cathedral, one of the largest and most important in the region, is majestic, and the village is also known for churches like San Francesco and the Sacred Heart, which house precious frescoes and medieval sculptures. Gerace is perfect for a quiet walk immersed in history and scenery. Nearby is Stilo, another medieval gem, best known for La Cattolica, a 9th century Byzantine church considered one of Calabria's most important monuments. With its 5 domes and richly decorated interiors, the Cattolica is a perfect example of Byzantine architecture in Calabria. But Stilo is not only about history, it's surrounded by green hills, woodlands, and streams, offering great opportunities for hiking and cycling. The Aspromonte National Park. For those who, like me, want to explore after a day at the beach, there's the Aspromonte National Park at Calabria's southern tip. It's a place of wild beauty and deep history, with dramatic mountains, deep valleys, and roaring rivers that shape the land and create stunning waterfalls like the Maisano Falls. The air here is pure, scented by dense beech, chestnut, and oak forests that shelter diverse wildlife, including the majestic Apennine wolf and golden eagle. Aspromonte is also a cultural stronghold, and from its highest peak, Montalto, the views stretch to Sicily and the Aeolian Islands. Hiking its trails means delving into nature and the history of remote villages like Rogudi Vecchio, an abandoned village whose stone houses blend into the rocks. The park is a haven for hikers, offering routes that move between mountain and coastline and pass through places like Penedettillo, built into the rock and shaped like a giant hand. In winter, the park becomes a ski destination, with Gamboree, a mountain resort where you can enjoy snow in a truly unique setting. The Sila National Park. Continuing inland, another fascinating destination is the Sila National Park, known as Calabria's Green Lung for its vast pine and beech forests. The park is a paradise for outdoor lovers, offering trails through ancient woodlands, crystal clear lakes, and panoramic mountains. Its highest point, Mount Batdonato, 1,928 meters, offers incredible views over all of Calabria. The park is also home to diverse wildlife. You might spot wolves, deer, golden eagles, and other rare species in this untouched environment. If you prefer city visits, you won't be disappointed either. Not far from Club Estesan Beach, La Masia Terme makes a perfect day trip. It's known for its historic center, the Norman Swabian Castle, and the Baroque Cathedral of Saints Peter and Paul. Strolling through La Masia, you'll discover historic buildings, churches, and museums that tell the city's rich history. Another must-see is Croton, an ancient Greek colony on the Ionian coast. Once a hub of philosophy and science, Croton was home to Pythagoras' school. Today, it still preserves sites like Charles V. Castle and the National Archaeological Museum, rich in Greek artifacts. History lovers should also visit Locri ap Aisfuri, one of Calabria's most significant archaeological sites. Founded in the 7th century BC, it was a thriving colony of Magna Graecia. You'll find ruins of temples, theaters, homes, and a museum filled with statues, ceramics, and inscriptions. Wow! Another spiritual stop is the Certosa di Serra San Bruno, one of Europe's oldest Carthusian monasteries. Founded in 1091 by St. Bruno of Cologne, still home to cloistered monks, the monastery is surrounded by peaceful forested hills and is perfect for quiet reflection. Every land excursion along this part of Calabria is an opportunity to discover a region rich in history, nature, and culture, a journey that blends tradition and modernity, mountains and sea. Calabria from the sea. The Ionian coast offers a completely immersive marine experience. Boat excursions reveal the raw, authentic beauty of a land still untouched by mass tourism. As you sail, golden beaches give way to secret coves, jagged cliffs plunge into turquoise waters, and nature paints an unforgettable backdrop. A highlight is La Castella, a fortified village at the tip of Capo Rizzuto. From Club S Sun Beach, the trip to La Castella is a blend of sea and history. The Aragonese castle appears to float on the water, linked to the mainland by a slender strip of sand, especially magical at sunset. The surrounding waters are crystal clear and teeming with marine life, making it a paradise for snorkeling and diving. sea anemones, octopuses, and colorful fish turn every dive into an adventure. Continue along the coast to reach the Capo Rizzuto Marine Reserve, one of the largest protected marine areas in the Mediterranean, covering over 14,000 hectares. The biodiversity here is remarkable. From starfish to shipwrecks, you'll find nature and history underwater. Another gem is Kaminia Bay, a secluded cove surrounded by cliffs, offering peace and clear waters ideal for swimming or snorkeling in sandy seabeds. Copanello Bay is also stunning, with its transparent sea, pebble beach, and untouched beauty. Along the way, you can see ancient ruins like those of Kaulon, another Greek colony. Further south is Soverado, the Pearl of the Ionian, known for its white beaches and vibrant underwater life. One unforgettable sea adventure is a visit to the San Gregorio Caves, only accessible by boat. These natural rock formations reflect in turquoise waters, forming crystal clear pools ideal for a swim or snorkeling in an enchanting setting. And then there's Scylla, steeped in mythology and beauty. Once feared by sailors as the home of sea monsters, today Scylla enchants with colorful houses, the Rufo Castle, and the romantic Cianalia district, where homes rise directly from the sea. Calabrian cuisine, a journey of flavors and traditions. Now let's talk about one of my favorite parts of any trip, food and wine. In Calabria, cuisine expresses the region's authentic character. It's simple, genuine, and deeply tied to local ingredients. Spicy cured meat, sun-kissed vegetables, and fresh seafood from two seas define its dishes. One-star ingredient is Calabrian chili pepper, giving that signature heat to many recipes. And since you're on vacation, and chili here is said to be aphrodisiac, I suggest stocking up and leaving the kids at Hero Camp late into the evening. Trust me on this one. One of Calabria's iconic foods is Nduja, a soft, spreadable, spicy salami from Spillinga. It's made with pork and lots of chili and used to flavor pasta as a spread, or even in sauces. Some even joke it replaces hair gel. They call it the Calabrian Viagra. Then there's the Royal Tropea red onion, awarded IGP status. Sweet and delicate, it's perfect raw or cooked, in salads, sauces, and even jams. Another typical dish is pasta with cerisci comb fish, a simple but flavorful dish combining land and sea. Calabrian cuisine also features homemade pasta, sun-dried tomatoes, olives, eggplants, grilled lamb, and stewed goat. I hope this dive into the untouched nature and traditions of Aspromonte has inspired you to explore more of this magical land. We've climbed mountains, discovered hidden villages, and breathed in the sense of ancient forest images that will stay with you until the next adventure. In the next episode, we'll visit Isola Capo Rizzuto and La Castella with their dreamy beaches, stunning cliffs, and historic charm. Stay tuned, our journey through Calabria has just begun. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a review. See you next week for another unforgettable adventure. Until next time, from Federico and the whole Club SA team.